Boop boop skibbly boop. Okay, I'm definitely not gonna be on this long. Okay. Check that, check that. Oh boy, elections in how many days from now? 15? Technically, it's 14 days, 12 hours. Yeah. All right, this is going to be the most hectic 2 weeks of a lot of people's lives. R&B shirt. Nah, man, I just came in from the gym. I just came in from the gym. Um, yeah, this is gonna be real quick. Not like for real. Like every time I say I'm not gonna be here long, and I end up, it's a running joke. But no, seriously, an hour at the most. An hour. Hell no. Wait, bro, really? Not one of the best at Earth, Wind, and Fire. My mic isn't on. Uh oh. Let me see. Mine was coming from a different source. Uh oh. Hold up. How's that sound? Is that better? Is that better? Okay, there we go. It changed. Okay, we should be good to go. We should be good to go. All right, let's rock and roll. Literally, 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 literally. Hey, nah, hey, listen. Hey, you know what? This is what I love. I love not having an echo chamber. I love the pushback. I love the challenges. But Mark Scales, it wasn't Stevie Wonder. No, sir. No, sir. You had me on my back foot. You had me against the ropes. But it wasn't Stevie Wonder. There was somebody that surpasses or that predates Stevie Wonder with the talk box. I'll give you time to do your research before I get into it in about 20 minutes. You got 20 minutes to figure out who did it before Stevie Wonder in 1972. I didn't even know Stevie did it in 1972. I always thought it was later on. So that was a good find for you. Good. I need the sparring. I need y'all to keep me sharp. You know, slip these jabs and shit. You know what I'm saying? But there's somebody that predates Stevie's 1972. I was like, damn it, he got me. I was like, nah, hell no, hell no. I said, hell no, I can't take no L's. God damn it. But yo, real quick, I want to go over this Big Meech thing, man. And listen, regardless of how you feel about Whack 100, you need guys like Whack 100. Okay, whether he's controlled opposition or whether he's a spy or you know, a government asset, that's all well and good. But you need guys like Whack 100 because he has a myriad of life perspectives, especially when it comes to crimes in the law. Okay, I think he when he's on his crime shit, just like with Myron, I wish Myron would stick to the federal cases and stuff like that and leave the red pill shit alone. I think if Whack was to ever just sit down and just buckle down and just do like what 1090 Jake does and trap Lord Ross, but with his spin on it, I think Whack would crush everybody because he's been to prison multiple times. Like he has an insight that most people, only those that have been behind the wall, could appreciate and would understand. And he can still present it in a way that's palatable for those that have never been in prison. So let me get this. See, dang, Will, I wish you were here yesterday, bro, last night. So Will Blast, I went on like an hour-long tangent as to why hip-hop should not be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And pro blacks are just, I think pro-blacks are the third worst thing that happened to black people. So the worst thing happening to black people was religion, namely Christianity, right? And then the crack era was the second worst thing that happened to black people. I think the third worst thing that happened to black people is the hoteps or the conscious community, pro-blacks. I think they're the third worst thing that happened to black people. All I saw today were nothing but pro-blacks championing the fact that A Tribe Called Quest got into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I'm like, how could y'all even, does that even sound right to anybody? How could y'all, I like Black Dot, but Black Dot is a hotep. Okay, he's a pro-black. He's one of them conscious community ass niggas. Sorry, and he an old head too. Of course, Black Dot's gonna celebrate the fact that, you know what? Come on, let me pull this shit up, man. Wait, you don't think the crack era? I said first was religion, second was crack, third pro-blacks. Pro-black conscious community, hoteps are all wrapped in one. Those are the three worst things that ever happened to black people. Okay, so yeah, Black Dot's happy. Like most pro-blacks are happy that like this is not a win. This does not validate you know what I'm saying? Their streams are not gonna go through the roof because they're into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Like, how the fuck could you even equate A Tribe Called Quest, Mary J. Blige, Missy Elliott? No. I'll listen. I'll die on that hill. There's no facet of hip hop that belongs in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I will make slight concessions for maybe Public Enemy, maybe the Beastie Boys, and there was a third act that I would consider for possible mention in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. But that's as close to a rock element in hip hop you're gonna get. You know, what's wrong with? I don't know, bro. I don't know. Well, you know what? The slavery thing, I think had the slaves not been indoctrinated with the religious part, because, you know, for the most part, slaves will rebel, and they did rebel. But I think religion was the backbreaker for Black Americans during slavery. I think that was the whole, you know what I'm saying? I think that was just too much, the religion, you know. So yeah, religion, crack, and the hoteps, three of the worst things that have ever happened to black people. So okay, let me do this. Let me get to Whack 100, and then Blue Da Vinci. Yeah, Whack has put this in perspective better than I could. So we're gonna piggyback off what LeBron's Welcome Home Big Meech, and like I said, Whack's perspective, whether you like him or not, has value. Has value. I see value in what Whack 100 says. He has a life experience, regardless if he works for the feds or not. If you believe that, which, you know, there's reason to believe, but he still has a perspective that has value. So let's let him talk about the Big Meech thing. And academics are so silly. He's like, I need help. Explain this to me. Like, academics is not stupid. He knows what's going on. But this is more about Whack 100's perspective, which I totally agree with 100%.
Okay, here we go. We got Whack. Whack.
What up?
Hey, I'm on stream real quick, but I had to call you because I needed like some clarification because this is outside my wheelhouse. Okay, I'm talking about Big Meech, and you have to, because I'm actually listening to your audio on Clubhouse, having you explain it. I think I kind of get it. I think you and a lot of people have said that there might have been cooperation through a third party, which that's the first time I've ever heard.
Yeah, Tammy Tower bitch. Yeah, that was Blue Da Vinci broad at first. You know that, right?
Really?
Yeah, that was his broad, right? So, here's the thing. Okay, let me look.
Okay, break it down.
And everything Whack is saying has been verified. verified. Okay, so at one point, Blue does say that Meech's assistant was a CI, and then the Tammy chick was a CI. This is all verified. So, yeah, let's let Wack cook on this one.
First of all, let me break that. Okay. Big Meech just paroled, right?
Yes.
And he paroled to Fort Lauderdale to his son's little niece, to his baby mama, right?
Okay.
So let's establish that. All right. The first person had Big Meech's life rights is a dude named Cuffy.
Okay.
From St. Louis, right?
Okay.
All right. Cuffy is the one that took Big Meech to a whole nother level. Money-wise, all that. He was what he was. So he got with Cuffy, everything went up 300-400%. So when Meech is in there, and he sent word to Tammy, because now that's his broad, to holler at Cuffy to make a move, he makes a move. He makes a move, federal agents come in. Cool. Come time for court, CI cooperator number 1 gets on the stand. CI number 1 is Tammy. It's also stipulated in the documents that CI number 1 is also the new owner of the BMF rights on Big Meech's side. Now, here goes the thing.
Now you have to ask yourself, how was Tammy able to secure the rights to Big Meech's life story, right? You have to ask, how was she able to do that? But let's continue.
50 Cent had to do the business with who? Tammy.
Really?
Why, if you know this woman right here, this Joe Broad, is getting on the stand as a third-party cooperant against your man Cuffy, why does she got your life rights? Why don't your baby mama that you just paroled to got your life rights? Why don't your son got your life rights? Your sister, your mama, your daddy, your brother. Because she has to cooperate for a reason, working for you. Now, remember back in 16, 17 when they said Big Meech don't get out early?
Mm-hmm. Hold on.
That was all it is. But she fucked the federal agent. They pulled it off the table. It's all in the work. Wait. It's going to tell you, CI number 1 is the dude owns the life rights to Big Meech and be a bad bro.
But by the way, I'm looking at.
Okay, so let's stop there, and we're gonna stop in a whole bunch of places. But Wack is on point. Everything can be verified. Matter of fact, I want to listen to this interview right now on a girl, Tonesa Welch. I want to hear from her. Ooh, this hour and oof, we ain't got time for all this. Okay, let's go to the 10-minute version. Let's go to the 10-minute version. Let's go ahead and speed this bad boy up. All right, let's listen to what she has to say.
I don't know if you heard this story about Tammy Cohen.
I haven't.
Okay.
You can explain it.
I'm explaining the story. Tammy Cohen is now the executive producer of the BMF show, the BMF Star Show. She has Meech rights. I was doing this show, so when T was locked up, T asked me to call her. I blindly called her. And she just immediately went off on me. Like, what the hell? You know, I'm on probation. By this time, it's like 2014, 13, 14. And the next day after that conversation, I get called down to my probation officer. I'm looking at my young son because this has never happened to me. I've been on probation a couple of years now. Like, what's going on? So I told.
Okay, this must be Meech's baby mama. Tonesa. Okay, so from there, Tonesa revealed that Cohen claimed she threatened her government informant over the phone, thus violating her probation. Tonesa added that she was about to go back to prison, but after an investigation, Cohen's claims couldn't be proven. Wow. Tammy Cohen, that's her name. Okay.
Oh, my youngest son, when I called him, I said, hey, come over here. I got to, my probation officer called me. I got to go turn myself in. Not turn myself in. I said, I got to go see her. And he said, what's going on? I said, I don't know. She told me she's giving me an hour to get there. I get down to my probation officer, my son in the car. I said, if I don't come out in a couple of hours, call the lawyer. I get in there. Tammy Cohen is a government informant.
Okay.
So she said, so my probation officer is sitting there and some other guy. I can't remember his name, but I just.
Okay. Once again, the woman that owns the rights to Big Meech's life story, which is why we got the BMF series now, Tammy Cohen is a CI. Okay.
Knew he was part of the DA. And he had that come in, I go in, I'm like, fuck, this is everybody's nightmare. I already did my time. Only thing I wanted to come home and do is take care of myself, take care of my family, make amends for my mother, redeem myself through, the world, or anybody that I felt like I affected. So they told me, he says, you know what it's about? And I said, no. He said, well, you threatened a government informant, and that's a federal offense, and it's a violation of your probation. And I said, well, who did I threaten? I don't know what you're talking about. So he go over the story, and I'm sitting there, and I'm telling you, I've heard of people killing themselves not to go back to prison. I went to prison, man. I went to prison. When I say I came home, and all these people were going at my head, all these people I helped, all these people, I'm a mother. I was somebody's daughter. I lost my father, lost my mother. You know, I was somebody's daughter. And here you are. You didn't put in no work. No work. All you did is start writing a man, and this man befriended you, gave you his life rights. And just because you've been a government informant since 2008, you have the right to tell them that I threatened you.
I don't understand why Meech would just blindly give up his life rights to this woman. Because I'm assuming she had dirt over his head or could have made his time worse or harder. I don't know. Okay, her being a government informant, I'm sure she could have put the squeeze on Meech and made us stay in federal prison a little bit harder. And I guess he didn't want, I don't know. That just doesn't make no sense. As smart of a street guy as Big Meech is, he just wouldn't blindly give up the rights to his life story. But let's continue.
I went on, they told me that they were gonna arrest me. They were gonna charge me. I'm in there, I'm hyperventilating. I'm in this little room with, they shut the door. It's no knob on this side because if you wanted to run, you couldn't get out. They're talking to me. I'm had to, I'm like, I'm just like, fear had set through my body. I couldn't, I'm going to prison. This woman is going to take my life away from me. Take my whole life. I did my time. Out of them 200 people, none of them said I'm on their paperwork. I did my time. I came home broke. I lost everything I had before I even went to prison, even before I met these two, Terry and his brother. So everything I had, everything I gained, I lost. It's okay because of my lifestyle. But who would give a person the right to tell another person to lock me back up because I came home to figure out another way to make money? This been hunting me for years. So eventually, this stayed over my head for about a year. My father had stage 4 cancer. I thought I wasn't going. They told me I couldn't go home to visit him. Eventually, the case went away because they put it under investigation. She couldn't prove what I did, prove that I threatened her. And then after that, she has did interviews about me, like her and Sauce was going at my head. For what reason? I don't even know y'all. Have done multiple interviews about me.
Okay, let's see if we can find these interviews. I know I'm all over the place. Y'all bear with me. This is fascinating stuff. Tammy Cohen, Tonesa Welch. Let's see what we can find. No, we can't find a Tammy. We can't find Tammy. Okay, what does she look like? Please don't tell me this is her. Please don't tell me this. It's a white woman. This is her? Oh, no. Oh, no. Are you kidding me right now? That can't be her. That can't be her. There's no way. I refuse to believe that's her. I refuse to believe that's her. Black King, let's see what they say. Okay, wait. Big Meech. Okay, Big Meech worked a third-party snitch agreement to get time cut off of his sentence. He got his friend of 30 years, Cuffy, from St. Louis, 27 years in the feds. Oof. Tammy Cohen got on the stand and said she signed on to be an informant for Meech to get his time reduced. Big Meech a snitch. Oh, no. Oh, no. We're going to get to that third-party agreement in a minute.
They things fell all the way apart and blew up. That's why Meech didn't get a time. That's why Tammy would turn down that deal with me. But Tammy testified in open court that she signed up to be a DA informant to give Demetrius Flannery a time cut.
This call is from a federal prison.
Special Agent Keith Cromer testified that Demetrius Flannery knew about this whole thing, but he just wanted to keep his name out of the documents. The special agent told Flannery that he could not do that. He could only do that if Cuff don't go to trial. And with Cuff's record, he can't afford to go to trial. You understand what I'm saying?
Correct.
But in the midst of all of this, she ends up flipping on the special agent Keith Cromer, and the whole deal went in the trash. So that's why we're at the point to where we're at now.
Wow, that's crazy. I'm learning all this shit with y'all. All right, come on, let's continue.
Talking about who I am. Like, no, who are you? So I thought that when we were coming here, I know like Blue, and they had this big thing on Instagram and going, that conversation was about her. Yes, she's a government informant. Yes, she's been a government informant since 2008. Yes, she tried to get me locked back up. But for my attorney and my probation officer, they didn't lock me back up. But can you imagine the fear that my son had, my mother had?
Oh, child, listen, this is the type of shit that if you ain't never been on parole, I ain't talking probation. Probation, that's some jail shit. We're talking parole. She was on parole, right? Parole is prison. Probation is jail. But that shit hanging over your head, I know exactly what she's feeling. Or what,
And my dying father had, because anytime you're in prison, you always think, I just want to make it home to my parents, because my parents were older. Just want to make it home to my parents so I can make it right. But for somebody to take your freedom, because I vowed while I was sitting in prison that I vowed to be forgiving to anybody that I hurt, anybody that, got hurt in anything that I was doing. I vowed to give back. That's why I started Silent Heart, give back to the community, help the community. I vowed to help people who's locked up, for these unjust laws. I've helped people come home from prison. I have 3 people come home from prison working in prison reform. So when a person, just because you have that right, because you making money from the government, it ain't like me or like any other woman. I was in prison with 600 women at a time. I've heard multiple stories. I don't blame those women who got caught up and might have had to take the stand and tell and get a little time so they can run home to get to their kids. But when you have a woman that's like dirtball, piece of shit ass woman that sits there and make money from the government and say, oh, because I'm a government informant, I could take your fucking freedom away from you. Prison is like almost death. You can't go no further down. It's prison, then it's dying, or it's dying to be in prison. So when you do this kind of thing, you fuck up people's life. So when I had this show, here I go again, trying to help everybody around me. This happened. I had to walk away from that. I walked away from that. I had to walk away. My probation officer said, we're going to make a deal with you. We're going to investigate this, but you're going to have to walk away from anything that you got going on with them. So I walked away from, that was a way for me to take care of myself when I came home from prison. Struggle for years. Here it come before the BMF show come. Everybody going at my head. Tammy Cohen again started doing these interviews. I get a book deal. Here they come with this whole story again. What is this? What is this? Why is this woman? I want to know. I want you to put this piece in this because I really want to know. I want her to face me. I want her.
Wait. Let me just say this. For everybody that calls Vlad a vulture, culture vulture, listen, a lot of black voices would not be heard if it weren't for Vlad. I'm not caping for Vlad, but I'm telling y'all right now, the majority of people that come through Vlad, y'all don't want to hear from, or if they went somewhere else, you wouldn't even know about them. Right? Just be objective. The majority of people that come through Vlad, y'all don't care anyway. Either you don't care or it's stories you've never heard before because he was their only outlet. Right? Now, I support, DJ Smalls and Doggy Diamonds, but ain't nobody trying to go. Nobody wants to go to Doggy Diamonds, y'all. Come on. Don't shoot the messenger. I like DJ Smalls and Say Cheese, but come on, man. Vlad has made people's smaller voices much, much bigger. People y'all weren't even checking for. No one's checking for Tonesa Welch. Why would you care about a drug dealer's baby mama? Right? And all the shit that she had to go through. And I'm just okay. I'm running off on a tangent.
To face the world, like when she put out this interviews for me. I want her to feel like she made me feel when I had to almost go back to prison. I want to know, why did you do that? I didn't even know who she was. I used to look her up because when you're a government informant, you don't have no identity. You don't have a Facebook, you don't have Instagram, you don't have LinkedIn, you don't have anything. And I was asking people, who is this person? Who is this person? When they did the BMF Stars premiere, I was on Instagram and I seen her for the first time. Nobody had to tell me. I looked at her and I knew it was her. All these people from BMF and everybody, they just all hugged up with this person. Do you know how that makes me feel? Like, this is a government informant. I'm y'all 30-something year friend. I don't even have to be a friend. I should have been somebody you respect. You don't have to love me. You don't have to like me. But I don't know nobody that I would put in prison. Nobody. I don't even hate nobody that bad. And then you guys sit around and y'all argue with Blue about who he is or what he did to anybody else, and y'all upholding this piece of shit ass woman, holding her up like she's somebody.
Yeah. Okay. Now let's get back to Wack, because once again, Wack, everything Wack is gonna saying it can be confirmed, and we're gonna go over it. Let's continue. Wait. Okay, this is it. Okay, let's go.
A Vlad TV thumbnail. It says Tonesa Welch. I don't know who that is. It says Big Meech sold his life rights to a piece of shit informant. Really?
Bro, listen, ain't no sold nothing. It's her. And right now, if you go look at the red carpet events, Google it. You'll see her.
Who? Tammy?
Nigga, Google it.
Wait, how can I find it? So Big Meech. I'm trying to find the Tammy person. I don't know who that is though.
Hold on, what's this?
Yeah, that's kind of crazy though.
Ain't no kind of crazy. There's only one reason why.
Is that a thing though? Could you but is that snitching though? Because by the way, and
hell yeah, that's snitching. Niggas third party. That's why them niggas in the feds is getting out. Watch this, right? Look. I'm already in there, right? You come in.
Wait, he's about to explain and break down the third party snitching, and we're gonna look up the actual federal statute as well.
I'm in there with 50 years. You come in. I befriend you, get to know you, whatever. I'm like, yeah, man, I still got a few teams out there doing their thing. You see I'm doing all right for myself in here. You're like, yeah, man, I got 1,000 motherfucking bricks. I got buried such and such. If I shit, I don't trust none of my people, but shit, we could work something. All right, but let me give you 10 bricks up front, and then you move in. We keep moving them, right? Boom. I call R&B. R&B, listen, this nigga got 1,000 bricks, right? Contact them folks, let them know I didn't agree to move them for him. This is what it's going to be, boom, boom, boom. Ask them, if I move the majority of the bricks, how much time they'll knock off of my end. All right, baby, they saying for every motherfucking 100 bricks you move, they're going to take 7 years, 8 years, 10 years off, whatever. She's my third-party cooperator.
Okay, no, I understand that.
You know what I'm saying?
And let me ask you this question, because
her name is Tammy Cowens. Oh, wait. Okay. Tammy Cowens. There we go. Yo, I remember Brian Glaze Gibbs. I remember him. I used to watch him. Okay. So is this her? So that's her. Oh, that is her. Oof, made it. Oof. Oh, okay. Rabbit holes deep, y'all. Rabbit holes deep. Let's continue.
So he was given 30 years because I think this is the counter argument. He was given 30 years, right?
Yeah. So
if he got locked up in 2005, 30 years would have been him getting out in 2035, right?
85%.
Okay, and 85% of that would have been maybe
25 and a half.
Okay, exactly. So he would have got out in 2030.
24 at best.
Okay, so
let's say 6 months off of the halfway house, a year he didn't took the little drug program. So 24 years. He got out in 19 years. He out 5 years early, 6 years early. 5 years early.
And I guess that's what the counter argument is, though. Wack. Why would somebody cooperate for only 5 years off? The whole point of cooperating is to be like,
Blue DaVinci did a safety valve for 8 months off. What you mean?
Okay, now the way Wack breaks this down, when it comes to your come home date, your home date, right? When you get locked up, whatever. The most important date is that you have a release date. You got to go home date. Okay, as long as you don't catch the L, which is life, right? That's all that matters. That you got to go home date. Okay, so he's gonna break down how important it is to knock time off. He explained it way better than I could. Let's go.
What's the safety valve?
That's a whole nother story. But listen, anybody that says why would somebody cooperate for only 5 years off is a motherfucker that ain't never did no prison time.
Right.
After 19, 20 years, that 5 years is a motherfucking eternity.
Yes.
Nigga, when you 56 years old, that's the difference between 56 and 62.
Yeah.
Is it still only 5 years off? Now, his third-party cooperation didn't bring him home early. He's not home early on no telling. I got the paperwork on why he's home early.
Why is he home early then?
Oh, let me go pull the work out. He's not home early for no telling.
yo,
So
yo, when
no,
Wax says, let me go pull the work up. You got me.
hold on.
Yo, I saw you sit there with Pooh Shicey's lawyer, and
That was good content.
no, hey, I said before you got on the phone, I said, people like this is why you're needed. I know I don't think you look at yourself like a media personality because you're just being you, but like when it comes to somebody who's well versed in the street and who's from the streets, there's no one even close to you. Like it's not even like. And by the way, here's the thing: 80%. I won't say 80. Let's say 70% of.
You got to work on why he's home early.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna put no bullshit on him, but I just sent you to work on why he's home early. Now his third party cooperation was trying to get him home early back in 16, 17. So okay, we're in 24. So that means I had to put him home early 7, 8 years early than now. So while he's home early now, you have the paperwork on. That's legit. You're looking at it.
So wait, so would you consider him a cooperator then?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he you know, he did. All you gotta do is go to Cam Capone interview with Blue Da Vinci, and
No, I see
company
it.
called in from the feds.
Oh,
and
I played
he
it.
went off with that.
Okay, so let's go to Cam Capone. Let's do the first one. This rabbit hole is crazy. Where the fuck is it? Okay. Let's take a look. Let's take a listen.
How did Meech have information on you and give it to Tammy, and how did all that come together where they were able to, put
He
all
said,
that
how
together?
did Meech have information on you and give it to Tammy so you could get caught up in it? How did that happen? So, I mean, you got to go back to the movie shit.
Okay, so well, let me take him back. So me and Tammy were working on the BMF movie. I originally had the script and paid for the script for the BMF movie, not the show that 50's doing on Stars. But I originally paid for the script for the BMF movie, so we were shopping the movie.
So Tammy was involved at that time, which is CS1. So
Tammy Cowan, CS1 had all Meech life rights.
right. And what year was that?
This all the way back in 2010.
Okay. So
We
this,
proved that there was a legitimate business.
right.
Legal business.
Right.
So, well, so let's take it back. The original target was the guy by the name of Fidel Suarez. That was a Mexican cartel member out of California. He was the initial target.
Right. Fidel Suarez was the initial target
That's
out
why
of
his
Cali.
name is in the paperwork.
Right.
Meech and Tammy was trying to get Suarez.
Meech and Tammy was trying to get Suarez.
Exactly. But when the government found out she was in contact with me, they switched the investigation toward me.
Bad work, my nigga. Bad work. It's just bad work.
Exactly.
Did she help
we
set
try
you
to
up
educate
or
your
anything
audience
like that?
on what's called third-party cooperation, and that's what we've been preaching because that's a dirty little secret.
He just, all right, look, did she help set you up or anything like that?
Yeah, she set me up. Oh, shit,
Bro, I broke all that down on our last interviews, bro. Listen, all right, let me explain to you what this lady did, man. She went to the police, all right, she went on a visit or something with Meech and got a play to run. Look, I need you to do this, I need you to do that, I need you to do this, I need you to do that. She left from up there talking to him and went to the police and said, look, I'm supposed to go do this and go do that and do this and do that. I told y'all we finna run the play. And they gave her the phones or whatever to hook up the wiretap. They gave her the hot phones to wiretap who she was talking to. And
That's nasty work. Woo, buddy.
then she started communicating with everybody on this wiretap phone, bro.
Exactly.
That's how she did it.
With Jack Harvey. Meech put her with Special Agent Jack Harvey.
Where can people find this paperwork?
All right, look, this is where you can find the paperwork. Type in Tammy Cowan's CS1.
Okay. We ain't shit tonight. Tammy Cowan. There we go. CS1. Okay. Now, where do we go from there? Blue. Where do we go from there, Blue? Then what?
YouTube.
On YouTube. No. On Safari. Not on YouTube.
Okay, yeah.
On Safari. I'm just sending them to the actual docket. Nah, forget YouTube.
Okay.
I'm sending them to the docket.
Okay. So let's do the PDF. I know there's a PDF version. There we go. There we go. Please give it to me for free. No, it's gonna make me. No. Okay. Wait. I'll look it up in a minute. Let's get back to Blue. We'll look it up in a minute. Don't worry.
The docket is public information. If you type in Demetrius Flannery CS1, type in Demetrius Flannery CS1. It's in your Safari search, and it's gonna pop up right at the top. A 35-page, 33-page docket with all the docket numbers and everything, so people can't be saying it's fake for people that want to go.
Man, fuck. Let me go on Safari. Let's look at the Safari. God damn it. Let's see. I'm on Safari, y'all. Just bear with me. Tammy Cowens. There we go. The CS1. What does it give me? No, it still gives me everything else I need to go through. Like, CS1 docket. Okay, I'm going to have to go on Twitter and get it. Okay, I got to go on Twitter and get it. Okay, damn Safari. All right, let's get back to this.
Or the pace or go wherever and pull it for real. You know what I'm saying? Off the internet or from a government site or something, then they could do it because all the CR numbers and all of the shit is there. So look, when I just typed that in my phone, bro, see, because I don't want no mistakes about this shit. Hold on. When I just typed that in my phone, this is what it looked like in my phone, right? This is what it looked like in my phone. When I type it in my phone, this is what it looked like in my phone, right? And then I'm gonna click on it, boom. And when you click on it and enlarge it and click on the actual docket.
Okay, somebody pulled up the paperwork themselves. Hold up. Wait. Just bear with me. Okay, not that one. That wasn't it. Okay, so this is third party. The third party snitch. All right, so real quick. Third party cooperation after sentencing under Federal Rule 35, subsection B, refers to a situation where a person not directly involved in a crime, like a friend or family member, provides substantial assistance to law enforcement after the defendant has already been sentenced, potentially leading to a reduction in the defendant's sentence through a government motion filed under Rule 35, subsection B, based on this cooperation. Essentially, someone else's cooperation can be used to benefit the convicted individual's sentence. That is third party cooperation. Okay. Under Federal Rule of Criminal Procedure 35, subsection B, a sentencing judge may reduce a sentence upon motion of the government stating that the defendant has given substantial assistance in the investigation and prosecution of another person who has committed an offense. This is how Big Meech came home early, through a third party. That's how we came home early. The feds just don't knock off 5 or 6 years off your federal time, right? You got to do all of 85%. It's not like state time out here in California where you could do half time or a third of your time. If you're a first time offender in California CDC, depending on the nature of your crime, you can do half time or a third. If you get into the fire camp, it's a third time. So for me, I was a first timer. I got into the fire camp. They knocked off a third of my time just for me getting into the fire camp. Now, if you get kicked out of fire camp, it goes back to the half or the 85%, depending on the nature of your crime. Okay, so that's why I didn't do the whole goddamn 4 and some change. I did like 2 and kibbles and bits because of the fire camp. All right. So once again, that's California CDC. I can't speak for any other state, but in California, if you're not a high profile criminal, you get into fire camp with 5 years or less on your time, you get a third off. Okay. Or if you're first timer, you get a half. You get half. Okay. All right. Don't worry. We're gonna look up the paperwork. Not to worry. Okay, hold up. Someone had the video with the actual paperwork. Okay, never mind. Let's get back to Blue.
This is what it looked like.
Okay.
Okay, so when you got that one with the red case number 414-CR-000.
Rose Gold, thank you, Boo. Got it. Let's do this. Let's share it together. Rose is Rose be on it. Okay. Hold up. So let me do this. Let me pull it back on myself. Let me get the paperwork. Okay. Oh, I am a librarian, yes. Give me a PDF. PDF is in my inbox. Cool. Oh. Okay, here's what we got so far. We'll just go over the case text. Let's see where it says. Okay, let's do this real quick. Let's just go over the case text. If there's more I'm missing, y'all let me know. All right, so here's what we got here. So for those that if you want the information, this is the case number 05-80955, 2020, May 5th. United States of America, plaintiff versus Demetrius Flannery, defendant. Let's see, United States Attorney Office, Detroit, Michigan, for plaintiff. Okay. This is the opinion ordering denying without prejudice motion for resentencing, release, or recommendation. David Lawson is the district judge. Demetrius was sentenced to 30 years in prison for maintaining a continuing criminal enterprise and money laundering. Together with his brother Terry, Flannery led an extensive drug trafficking. I'm not going to read all this. Y'all know the story. Black Mafia family. The brothers each pleaded guilty and received identical sentences. The Bureau of Prisons recently released Terry to home confinement following the guidance issued by Attorney General under the Coronavirus Aid Relief Economic Security CARES Act. Demetrius submitted a request to the BOP, that's Bureau of Prisons, for the same treatment about 2.5 weeks ago, but has had no response. He now moves for judicial relief. The applicable statute requires prisoners seeking such relief to start asking the Bureau of Prisons. Judicial review only follows a denial or non-response after 30 days. Although the administrator, I should have went to law school. God damn it, I missed my calling. Although that administrative exhaustion requirement may be waived in rare instances, Flannery has not made a convincing case that this is one of them. Therefore, the court will deny the motion without prejudice to Flannery, renewing it if the BOP does not allow for his request for release. All right. Flannery and 41 others were charged in an indictment with drug-related offenses related to the BMF organization. Flannery and his brother Terry were the leaders of the BMF. By the time they were indicted, the enterprise had distributed massive quantities of cocaine across several states, estimated to employ over 500 people. BMF Entertainment, extensive criminal history, Flannery and his brother both faced life if convicted. That's why they took the plea deal. That's right. You don't want to take it to trial because you're going to lose trial. You're going to lose trial. Take the plea. Take the 30 years. You get to come home. All right. Both pleaded guilty under plea agreements to continuing criminal enterprise, violation of U.S. Code 848, and conspiracy to launder monetary instruments in violation of 18 U.S.C. 1956 subsection 8. They both were sentenced, his brother, to 360 months. Once again, Fed time is months. They don't do years in Feds. 360 months, 30 years, right? Okay, both agreed to forfeit millions of dollars. Let's see. Flannery is a 51-year-old male. He asserts that he requires daily medication and chronic care for his hypertension and heart issues, and because of his age and underlying health conditions, he is at high risk for developing severe health complications should he contract COVID-19. Okay. His attorney further asserts that on information and belief, Flannery has not received his heart or blood pressure medication in 3 weeks. Let's continue. So, okay. This is the brother. Okay, Flannery scheduled to be released on October 30th, 2031. This was scheduled. Listen. He is scheduled to be released on October 30th, 2031. Do you understand? This is 2024. This man got out 7 years early. 7 years early off Fed time. Okay? Incarcerated since 2005, he has served. He says he served 62% of his sentence. He has 138 months or 38% remaining. However, he says he is entitled to a 2-point reduction under the United States Sentencing Guideline Amendments 782 and 790, and that a motion to that effect is forthcoming. With the 2-point reduction, he says he will have served 72% of his sentence. That'd be 102 months or 28% of his sentence remaining. Flannery also points out that his brother received a similar plea agreement and was sentenced to the same term of imprisonment. He says that Terry Flannery has been released by BOP to home confinement. Okay. 7 years early. According to the BOP, Flannery's medical conditions include hypertension, high blood pressure, benign essential hyperlipidemia, high blood cholesterol, esophageal reflux. Jesus Christ, that's acid reflux, right? Yeah. Low back pain. Okay. All these conditions are treated with standard drug regimen. Flannery has 4 active prescriptions, 2 of which require daily ingestion. So basically, more black men in bad health. You see, Moss niggas, come to the front, please. He takes 125 milligram of hydrochlorothiazide for his hypertension and 240 milligrams of atorvastatin, that's a statin, for his hyperlipidemia. Flannery takes 2 other medications as needed for acid reflux and another for low back pain. Yes, you see Moss niggas front and center, please. Okay. Flannery's prison disciplinary record is checkered. Over the course of his incarceration, Flannery has lost a combined 135 days of good conduct credit for various serious disciplinary violations, some of which resulted in placement of solitary confinement. His offenses included having a cell phone, using another inmate's prison account to purchase items at the commissary. So you ain't had the money like that. Possessing and using intoxicants, and possessing a small piece of a razor blade. That is considered contraband. Let's continue. Terry Flannery's prison record differs from Demetrius's. Prison medical records show that Terry, age 50, has hypertension, hyperlipidemia, and obesity. See, Moss niggas, y'all kind of quiet in the chat. He is also blind in one eye due to a retinal detachment that required surgery. Okay, this is Southwest T. Terry is Southwest T. Big Meech is this one. So Big Meech is the one that's got... This is funny. Terry is the one that's got all the he needs a CMOS. Okay. Terry Flannery has an earlier release date, August 17th, 2026. Now, just last year, or I believe 2 years ago, you saw a picture of Southwest T and Judge Greg Mathis. I know. Southwest T, Judge Greg Mathis. Now, why would Judge Greg Mathis be taking pictures with drug dealers? Why would Judge Greg Mathis be taking pictures with drug dealers? Where the fuck is the picture at? Where is it? Hold up. Let's do it this way. Terry Flannery. Oh, now I can't find it. Come on, man. Y'all seen the picture? Southwest T was fresh out taking the pictures with Greg Mathis. I know I'm not crazy. I ain't the only one that's seen it. Tell me I'm not crazy. Did anyone see that picture? I know I'm not crazy, right? Okay, let's do it like this. Let's dumb it down. I know I'm not crazy, y'all. I know I saw that picture. Y'all seen it too. In fact, I could have sworn I made a video about it and I deleted it because I thought it was, whatever. But I know I saw it. Please, someone tell me, confirmed I'm not crazy. Somebody please confirm to me that y'all saw the picture of Judge Greg Mathis and Southwest T taking a picture together. I know I'm not crazy. I know I've seen it. Let's see. Released. Oh, come on, man. I know I'm not the only one that saw that picture, y'all. Maybe it's because I should put in Demetrius. That's who it is. Never mind. Demetrius. Okay, wait. Demetrius Flannery. Judge. God damn it. It's really not popping up. Are you kidding me, man? It's the fucking internet. Y'all, come on, man. I know I'm not the only one that saw that picture. It was like literally last year. So everybody's gonna make me look like I'm crazy. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Everybody gonna make me look like I'm crazy. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. All right, everybody make me look crazy. All right, okay, fine. Let's continue. Okay. Compassionate release. Blah, blah, blah. Petition the court in 2020 of April. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, government argues that Flannery's failure to exhaust his remedies deprives the court of jurisdiction to entertain a motion. Does not. The Sixth Circuit has warned that attacks on the merits should not be confounded with jurisdictional challenges, admonishing courts and parties to be more exacting when addressing challenges that are phased as an attack on jurisdiction. Okay. Courts finding that the exhaustion requirement can be waived mostly within the Second Circuit, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So he was trying to get out. He was using the COVID as an excuse to get out. I remember that. Okay. Flannery has not shown that his condition and the institutional circumstances justify waiving the exhaustion requirement. Okay, so they're using another case, United States versus Saad. Okay. But once again, all right, let's get back to WAC. No. Let's finish this up.
088-RWS-SPM. Do you know you got the right docket number? And this right here is United States District Court against Dion Lamont Gatlin.
Wait, Nick, you found it for me? Please tell me you found it for me, Nick. Wait. I'm waiting for the Nick took it back. He retracted it. Ah, dang. Yeah, somebody find me the picture of Judge Greg Mathis and Southwest T when he got out. Because I know what I saw. I know what I fucking saw. Let's continue.
Timothy Lamont Rush, Andre Alfonso Rush, and Lorenzo Ralph Gibbs. So them is the defendants, okay? Right there. And all this shit should have been thrown out when the lady started on the...
Wait, Roscoe, you found it? Hold up. Roscoe found it? Is this it? There we go. My man. That's Southwest T. That's one half of BMF. Okay? Yeah. Why is Judge Greg Mathis taking a picture of an ex-drug kingpin? I know I wasn't crazy. Visited with our friends Miss Tonesa Love and Southwest T in our hometown Detroit. So that's his baby mama. Okay. Why? Let's continue.
The mother agent, but they still didn't kept my man, and that shit don't make no sense. I don't understand it. So that's how you pull it up right there. And no question. I did that last time, didn't I? On the last interview, or maybe we didn't put it up. But it should
we
be
put it up?
no question of why anybody is saying, but what is it? I heard some people come back and say, oh yeah, but it just say she did all of it. She did it all.
Yeah, but see, that's when you got to tie the dots between Special Agent Jack Harvey.
Yeah, I mean, not just Special Agent Jack Harvey, it's just her and me. She's the a co-executive producer of the BMF TV show. Of course he ain't gonna say nothing about it. They still in business to this day. She on the red carpet, they chopping their bag up right now. Me don't give a about. But guess what though? Let me tell you the coldest part about this shit, Cuff. But me being out here still on this internet and watching what's going on and talking and got these young kids and so many motherfuckers to be able to get opinions from. And this day and age, bro, don't nobody even give a fuck no more. They don't care. Yeah, y'all don't care. Don't nobody care. I know that don't nobody care, so I don't want nobody to react no certain way. This ain't for that. This is just the same information that motherfuckers be trying to drop on all that this is for that crowd of people. So niggas know what's going on with niggas. When he come home and the real niggas that's around understand what's going on. Fans gonna be fans, and we get that. I'm not trying to knock no nigga for having no fans or no fan base or none that hung up here probably call back.
Okay.
What's up?
Okay. Shout out to Cam Capone. Now let me look up something real quick. Hold up. Let me send this out. Hold up. Just bear with me, y'all. Okay, wait. Okay, yeah, thanks, Nick. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, I'm about to say, I know I saw a picture with that nigga, like, but you know what? You know, y'all Detroiters, y'all gonna stick together though. I respect it. Detroit gonna stick together. Nick's like, no. Niggas like, no. Copy. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Okay. George, if you're listening, we got to get on it, brother. We listen, we missing out on this urban content, these urban drug stories. Please hurry and get that project greenlit. That's an inside joke between me and George. All right, let me get out of here. Let's get back to Whack.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it is what it is. And here goes the thing: ain't nobody gonna do nothing to him and do nothing about it. And I don't think all these BMF dudes is out here waiting to think he gonna go get 1 million bricks. That man, 56 years old, he done had to do a thing or two to come home early, right? He got his son in position, right? He got a relationship with 50 Cent. He has a whole nother spinoff of doing a whole fucking TV series of going to jail, fighting the case, and doing 19 years and what that was like. And then he can take the BMF thing and go do a full-blown movie and license that motherfucker out to 50, 60 different goddamn countries and spin off and go into real estate or whatever. You will never see that dude hustling in the street ever again. He's 56, bro.
Yeah, well, he shouldn't. I'm going to be honest with you. I've never seen hip-hop. LeBron James said, welcome home, Big Meech. I've never seen...
Yeah, that was crazy.
Okay, now I love Wack's take on why LeBron doing what he did was extremely destructive to the youth. He breaks it down once again. However you feel about Wack, he has a voice, he has a perspective, I believe, that has value. He has a life experience that has value, that can be applied to certain situations, right?
Culture, black culture has welcomed him home, like almost
but see,
like
I'm
this
gonna
is a
tell you
freedom
what's wrong
fight.
with that. I'm gonna tell you what's wrong with that. See, if I say it, I sound like a hater. But now, LeBron, you know, respectfully, what you've just done is all the kids have been watching you and looking at you and looking at your son because of the sports and watching you do these things with the school programs and invest in schools and all these things. Now they just saw you welcome home a guy that they don't know. And now the kids are Googling, and now they just seen LeBron James glorify and salute a drug dealer.
Yep.
Now, I know it sounds crazy coming out of my mouth, but we having grown man conversation, right?
Wait, hold on. All right, so let me ask you this, right? Because that's what I was also telling my chat earlier. I said...
It's crazy. It don't even look right.
Wait, let me ask you, though. Because you're older than me. You would definitely know way more than me. Is he... by how many people are welcoming him back? It feels like he meant more to the black community than only being a drug dealer. Like, I don't know if he's...
I don't know what you... Look, I don't give a fuck what you mean more to, right? Let's take Frank Lucas and the rest of these drug kingpin dudes, and he wasn't on their level, but he was up there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't give a fuck. Let's just be real, and I gotta speak on this because I saw my man Captain Tazariot, who part of the Hebrew Israelites, speak on it. Listen, they passed out turkeys, okay? They brought some people some cars. They took care of some people in the projects. But everything was done, right? By what? By the genocidal act of flooding the motherfucking streets.
Here we go.
With some shit that was cancerous to our people, called a drug, right? So you can say what you want to say, bro, about that. But when you come from being a drug kingpin and you say you looked out for people, you fuck more people up than you looked out for. So when you got a guy like LeBron, of his magnitude and his stature, say, welcome home, Big Meech. The only defense I can give LeBron is hopefully he's referring to the reestablished, the the Big Meech that let's say is going to turn into a movie star, a TV star. But, when he does that, it makes the people that follow him and look up to him say, okay, well, who's this guy? And when they go read about him, they say, damn, LeBron's saluting and big up in a drug dealer. Is it cool to be a drug dealer? Shit, LeBron likes him.
Hey,
right?
You're right. Did you see what Rollo said? Rollo was sending a message to Big Meech. He said, the streets is dead, OG. Get this legal money. Stay out these fuck niggas' way. Don't even worry about what a fuck niggas say. Most of these so-called street niggas ain't even made $1 million out of dope game, but they always talking street shit. So it look like he's
well, you got to remember because they put Rollo over there with the rats too, right?
Okay. I'm glad he spoke on Rollo. Obviously, clearly Rollo is supposed to be still behind federal prison. That nigga's supposed to be locked up for life.
All right, that's the dude. They had the phone call and they allegedly say he told. I don't know too much about the dude, so but he's telling the dude the truth. Nobody cares, right? The people that's being exposed as rats are getting bigger after they expose as rats.
Yeah.
Nobody cares. The stronghold of the streets are gone. You're gonna have a few renegades still out there, but right now it's probably about a good 65-35 in favor of the cooperants.
Mm-hmm.
Even in jail, 3 out of the 5 prison yards in jail in California are ran by cooperants.
Wow. Hey, by the way, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think when he comes out, the last thing I want to see him do is go on that interview circuit. I think he needs to drop a movie just like how we saw American Gangster.
Once again, academics, either he plays dumb, or he just legit does not know. He cannot do anything without the permission of Tammy Cohen's because she owns the rights to his life story. Big Meech can't do nothing. He can't tell his story without that mixed woman's permission. Once you sell the life rights to your story, that's it. You have to get permission, right, from that person to say, hey, can we do this project? This person wants to tell my story. And either she signs off on it or she doesn't. And if she doesn't, it doesn't get made. Okay? I would love to know what pressure she applied to him to get him to sign away his life rights like that, just so whimsically. Just like, it's no big deal. It's just my life rights. Just my life story. That's insane. Insane.
I feel like the culture wants that.
Yeah.
You need to do that, then do the interview circuit to promote the movie. But
no, bro,
I'm gonna be honest with you, I've only heard stories about like I heard someone tell a story about how he brought his 2 Maybachs to a club and boxed
we
him.
don't care about all that shit. We already heard them stories before. All right. Okay. This is way better than I envisioned. All right. Big Meech basically got home early via third-party cooperation through Tammy Cohen's, his life rights holder / personal assistant, basically handler. Basically, she's his handler. And that's how that works, folks. Just like that. So Big Cuffy is doing 27 years because of Tammy Cohen's. Nasty, nasty work, y'all. Nasty work. Okay. Now, I'm going to wrap this up real quick. Once again, shout out to all the Hoteps, all the Black Dots, all you conscious Hotepers and Egyptologists celebrating a Tribe Called Quest being inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Mary J. Blige into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Dumbest shit I've ever heard. No. Now, there was a discussion I kicked off last night about the talk box. Right? I said with pride that Peter Frampton did it first in 1973, right? And then, the Peter Frampton Live album just took off on another level, and he's been forever known as the Talkbox guy. So let him explain to y'all how it works. Okay? Now, the debate was who did it first. Shout out to Mark Scales, because he hit me with the footage. I didn't even realize Stevie Wonder had did it in 1972. I said, aha, not to be outdone. I said, there's no way Stevie was the one that pioneered the shit, right? So I had to do a little digging. Didn't take much. It didn't take long. But let me find that. What the hell was that? Is it that? It's a new pipe. I found somebody that predates Stevie Wonder's Talkbox 1972 usage by 2 years. This is a guy that I'm sure none of you, most of you, 99% of you have never heard of. Okay? You have to be a music head to have heard of this guy. Okay, so let me send this to y'all real quick. Hold up. Once again, I gave y'all about 1939. See. Yeah, I found that, and I was just like, nah, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work, man. That's not gonna work. That was not what that device was. What Alvino Ray used. I feel you though. I feel you, but that was not it. That was not the actual device. The technology was not there at the time in 1939. So no, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. Mark is on my head over this shit. I need that though. Keep me sharp. Let's see. Okay. So let me be fair about it, Steve. Then we'll pull up Stevie Wonder. Once again, I didn't even know this 1972 Stevie Wonder. Like I said, we'll pull this all up. Hey, all day, please. Yes, that's what we're supposed to do. That's what we're supposed to do all day. See, here y'all go. Y'all better stop this shit. Stop it right now. We're gonna go over this together. All right. This is what the device. Matter of fact, Teddy Riley used it as well. Hooked it up to his keyboard, and Roger and Zapp keyboard. But its original use was a guitar. Its original use predates Stevie Wonder. Okay, but we'll get into all that. I'm just here to disseminate information.
Well, this is the talk box, or the voice box, or some people call it the mouth wah-wah, or the robotic voice, or the tube, Pete, play the tube. Come with me. Let me show you how it works. I play the notes here on my guitar. The sound travels down this cable and into my amplifier. I hit the talk box button, and the sound goes from the amp into the talk box driver, which forces the sound of the guitar up the tube, up the mic stand to my mouth, and then I talk into the microphone.
And that's how it works, the talk box. Do you feel like we do? Well.
Okay, that is the iconic Peter Frampton. And not too bad on the axe as well. His chops are pretty good, I would say. Now, let me find the first article. Oh, no, that's not it. Okay, hold on. Let me go to my email. Where's it at? Star? No, everything else. Okay, here we go. How talk boxes work. Okay, so let's do a little research. All right. Okay. The technique became popular in the 70s. Okay. Everyone likes to, pretty much everybody gives Peter Frampton credit, but there's a guy before him. We'll get to him in a minute. But once again, in the 70s, for the most part, is when it was popularized. All right. Okay, so it's not a wah-wah, it's not a vocoder, right? Okay. So, it's a simple device. Okay, so we push air from our lungs through our vocal folds, through the cords in the larynx. The vocal folds are the things that create an air valve and allow us to vibrate the air, which makes our speech audible. The larynx muscles also control pitch and tone. So if you're in I guess if you do a CAT scan or MRI, when you talk, you can see it vibrate, right? The larynx vibrate, if I remember that correctly. Okay. So, talk box in its simplest form consists of a horn driver and a plastic tube. Okay, the commercial version will be a small effects box with an input, output, long plastic tube. Okay, the setup should include an amplifier and a PA system. Plastic tube is connected to the effects box, can be affixed to a microphone stand by clipping or taping it up to the stand and the microphone itself. It's usually arranged so that the tube is just long enough to let the last several inches protrude from the mic. The guitar should be connected to the amplifier, which in turn connects to the talk box input. The speaker system can then connect to the talk box output. Okay, the guitarist then places the end of the plastic tube halfway into his or her mouth. Thus, the amplified guitar sound is driven directly into the mouth. The mouth's voicings and movements can then be manipulate and shape the guitar notes and chords. Okay. All right, so here we go. The talk box dates back to 1939. Big band musician Alvino Ray used an early version. Okay, it's a very early version. Oh, you know what? Let's go look it up. Let's go take a look. Alvino Ray's. Oh, God damn it, get out of here. Stringy. Okay. So I was referencing. I was gonna say Pete Drake. I was gonna go with him. Okay, 1964. Is when it actually was the version that everybody uses now, or the basis for the version everybody uses. This was my retort to the Stevie Wonder 1972. Okay. So before I do that, let's look up Alvino Ray's St. Louis Blues. Let's do that.
How's it look, all right? Okay. Hello, Molly. How's it going? Not so good. I've got an office full of blank sheets of paper that keeps saying, "Write on me, brother, write on me." The only thing I've written so far is the title, Jam Session, and I didn't make that up.
Maybe you better get yourself a collaborator, somebody who's familiar with this Hepcat stuff.
Oh, Hepcat's a bit corny, Mr. Marley. They're called alligators now.
Not according to my information. We're ready, Mr. Morley.
All right. All right, roll 'em. Quiet, we're rolling.
I am the spirit of the St. Louis Blues. I am so blue. All the day long I am blue. All the day long I am so blue.
All right, let me get to the actual steel guitar part, because it's the steel guitar part. So here we go. Okay. That's Alvino Ray. Once again, the version of the talk box I'm focused on is the one from 1964, which is basically the blueprint for future models, right? But this is Alvino Ray, 1939. I mean, does it? You know, you can use this. I'm just gonna go with the P Drake version. Wait, so I'm going with the P Drake version. So 1964, steel guitarist P Drake adopted the talk box for the song "Forever," which turned into a gold hit. P Drake personally exposed Peter Frampton to the talk box. The two musicians crossed paths. Recording sessions for George Harrison's 1970s work, "All Things Must Pass." This is the first solo album after the Beatles broke up. So there's 1970 by the time Peter Frampton came across of it. But 1964, and if you want to go with the actual predecessor, 1939. But this version of it is not the version Pete Drake used in 1964. Stevie Wonder adopted the talk box for his keyboard setup as early as 1972 for a few of his songs. Okay. 1973. Okay, but these musicians all used their own talk boxes before the devices were commercially made. Now that I did not know. Okay, so they were all jerry-rigging their own stuff. So it was sound and radio engineer Bob Heil who made the first commercialized versions of the talk box. According to Heil, Peter Frampton's girlfriend called the engineer one day asking for one of his original fiberglass talk boxes to give Frampton as a Christmas gift. Okay. So let me find Stevie. Where's Stevie?
Just like me, they love to be close to you. On the day that you were born.
At the end of the day, none of this shit is hip hop. That's the point I want to make. At the end of the day, none of this is hip hop. Hip hop is nothing but just, I guess hip hop would be soul food, right? The master gives you the pig entrails. You take the pig entrails and make a meal out of it. That's the best way I could describe hip hop. It's just all borrowed, stolen, interpolated, sampled, rehashed, reused, microwaved. Like, no, none of it. Every aspect of this music that I've showed from tonight and last night, not hip hop. So, I guess that was my main point. Like, yeah, you cannot debate me as to why hip hop belongs in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame when there are 145 acts, at least 100 of them that deserve to be in decades before you can even consider a hip hop act. All right. All right. That is my show for tonight. hopefully y'all got some out of it. But yeah, I'm not a hip hop hater, but come on, man, like please stop. Like, I don't care if it's been the most popular, most profit in generating music genre in the last 20 years. I don't care. No. Create a hip hop Hall of Fame. But you know what? You don't want to, because once again, you want to be where the white folk are at. You want to sit next to white folk. You want to sit next to white musicians that don't respect your craft, your genre, right? Okay, it's all good. Yeah, no, exactly. VH1 used to have one of the hip hop honors. Stop doing that shit. What happened? Why did VH1 stop doing the hip hop honors? That was cool. right? Once again, it just goes to show the prevailing mindset that the majority of urban folk don't want for themselves or don't want their own. They want somebody else's. And they seek that validation from everybody else but their own. That's just what it is. And like I said, look no further than hip hop. No one's saying Tribe is trash, but please don't sit here and say they belong in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Does that even make sense to y'all? Really? Really? So what were you guys listening to before hip hop? You know? Like, matter of fact, hip hop has dumbed down a lot of people's musical palates. Okay? Hip hop has made people really lazy when it comes to listening to music. It really has. You know? So, you know, the whole we created country and rock doesn't work for me anymore. That argument doesn't work for me anymore. You know? Hell nah, it should not be no damn Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. But you know what? Even the rockers don't care about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That's how much credibility is lost with the rockers itself. So, yeah, so I'm going to get out of here. I ain't going to talk y'all head. Uh-oh. Why ain't Beethoven? See, here you go. Lord have mercy. You know what? Let me see. What classical artists are in... Let's do this real quick. Let's see what classical artists are in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And then I'm going to get out of here. Let's see. Okay. Queen is considered classical? I don't know. So no classical musicians? I mean, like, we're talking like the old stuff. Queen, they consider Queen a classical group, a rock group. Okay, so let's see what classic artists still not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Okay, let's go. The Shangri-Las. We covered this last night, but we'll keep it. We'll do it again. Dolly Parton is not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. She's been eligible since 1992. When did this article get written? Oh, this has got to be old. Dolly has already been in. This has got to be old. I think Dolly is in. Yeah, Warren Zevon's still not in. Okay, that's legit. Kraftwerk. Wait. Okay. I know she got in. Right? I know she got in. Got it. 2022. Cool. Okay. Let's do Kraftwerk. Oh, God damn it. Is Kraftwerk. They got in 2021. Okay, so this article is extremely old. This is old because LL got in. Motorhead still didn't get in. Kate Bush, not sure. The Cure, did The Cure get in? That's a good question. Oh, they did get in. That's good. 2019. Okay, good for them. Iron Maiden still not in. Matter of fact, they just lost the lead singer. He died not too long ago. Right? Depeche Mode should be in already. And Duran Duran. I'm more than sure. Okay, let's do Depeche. There we go. Yeah. Okay, they got in when did they get in? 2020. Late. That's crazy. Duran Duran. I know Duran Duran got in. Simon Le Bon. They got in 2022. Wow. They're just now putting these guys in. That's crazy, man. That's fucking crazy. Janet got in 2019. Bambaataa got in. No, Bambaataa didn't get in. No, he did not. That much I do know. Slayer still not in. Smith, blah, 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 blah. Okay. I'm not gonna go over the 145 acts not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but let's not do this hip hop shit ever again, please. Don't do that. Please don't run around here talking about this is a win for Tribe and win for hip hop. No, the fuck it's not. Even though LL's in, Eminem, and Tupac and Biggie, please stop. There's nothing rock and roll about those guys. I will never concede to that. All right. So, with that being said, what? Listen, The Cure, man, they were like the soundtrack to a generation, man. I didn't know what goth was because they introduced me to the goth lifestyle. I didn't know what this shit was because of them. I understood. Like Robert Smith, like, you know, his pen game was pretty good. I didn't know what the goth thing was if it wasn't for The Cure. So I don't know. I mean, the impact of that alone, I think should give them, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, they did that, you know. Man, I mean, shit. And when they go on tour, like, matter of fact, listen, if there's no 9 Inch Nails, if there's no Cure, okay? Without The Cure, you don't have Trent Reznor. Trent Reznor made it cool for the cats to come out with paint their fingernails black and put the black eyeliner on and put on the black army boots, the black trench coats and the spikes and the chains and shit to be yourselves. Like, they made it, even though they're not the first, even though we can go with the punk rockers all day, the Misfits, all those guys that laid the foundation, but it was the right time for The Cure to come out and say, hey, you kids, you misinterpreted kids. This is a part of expression of yourself you can express in this form and matter. You know what I'm saying? So The Cure didn't invent it, but they were the right ones to bring it to the forefront. That's how I believe. That's how I feel about it. You know? Yeah. Without The Cure, we're not talking about, we're not talking about 9 Inch Nails. Yeah, there's only 2 or 3 hip hop acts I would consider for the Hip Hop Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I mean, for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame would be Beastie Boys and Public Enemy. I said consider. I wouldn't put them in. I would consider them. But other than that, everybody else should not be in there. It's blasphemous. You know. So with that being different, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank y'all for hanging out. I'll catch y'all in a couple of days. Peace.